Yo, what up everybody? It's your boy the Kryptonian saying here, bringing you a review for One Piece chapter 583. So I'm really digging this flashback between, Ace and Luffy, and we got this Sabo guy that Ace said, hey, something about Sabo before he died. This is cool. And I remember saying like, hey, if Luffy would have lost a friend that was connected to Ace, surely we would have got something before this. Now it's making sense. Oda was just setting that up for the short term because I knew I didn't read Sabo's name before that. So now I'm understanding why he had Ace just kind of, say that because it triggers in Luffy's mind. Now we got the flashback. And, basically, Garp drops off Luffy, has, these bandits. And one of the bandits is like in the last chapter, man, I can't believe you want me to not only watch Roger's kid, but now you want me to watch your grandson? That little fucker's crazy like you. And I got a total nostalgia trip. Like how Ace was going through like the wilderness and, betraying Luffy and everything. It reminds me of how in like the Dragon Ball manga where, yeah, Krillin and Goku and Krillin was just doing the dirty to Goku when they were training, and it's because they were looking for that rock or whatnot. It's something similar to that, but despite all that, like, Goku's always chasing behind Krillin. It's same thing with Luffy and Ace, man. So I like that, and it's really cool just on the fact that no matter how hard Ace tried to separate himself from Luffy, he always comes back. Luffy never gives up. And it's that same damn thing. And what's really cool is you even see Shanks' effect on Luffy. Well, Luffy's just like, hey, I forgive you for spitting on me, man. Let's be friends. And it's because, when Shanks was in that village, Shanks was like, hey, you got a little grog on me. It's no big deal. So you have to know when to fight. It's not worth killing him over something like that. And I forgot he even used the word killing. So just on that right there, it lets you know Oda was building Shanks up to be a badass as far back as that. Like that's interesting. That's really interesting. Now, what's also really cool is the fact that as all this is going on, Luffy, 10 days, wakes up, follows Ace again. Next day, Ace has them getting chased by tigers. Next day, birds are going after him. The next day, the next week, the next month, Luffy is just repeat and rinse. And it's really tripping me out. It's like Ace does not want Luffy to follow him for some reason. I thought maybe, Ace just has an issue with forming bonds with people, right? I mean, man, Ace was a little asshole back in the day, man. And you kind of see why. One of them's like, hey, what if the world government comes snooping around? We can't have this kid around. He could just end up in a ditch somewhere and Garp wouldn't be able to think nothing of it. But at the same time, they're not going to do that because Garp turns a blind eye. So that's what I mean. Garp is in that moral gray area. So I like what I'm seeing on that. But what's really interesting is when Ace catches up with Sabo, we find out that they're saving money for a pirate ship. I'm like, oh. This is kind of like what Nami was doing, where Nami was keeping the stuff under the tangerine tree and everything. So, I mean, I like what I'm seeing on that one. But, Sabo don't really care for his design. But this is interesting because when Luffy finally catches up, they're like, oh, let's kill him. And it's the right thing, though. It's the right call. But the problem is both of these guys are so greenhorn. Neither one of them's taken a life before. And it's easy as hell to say, I'm going to kill somebody, but if you've never killed before, So, I mean, I like that. It's just as easy, to use I guess it would be considered crude. I don't think it's crude. But it's just easy to say, like, yeah, girl, man, I'm about to fuck the shit out of you, man. I got some good dick. I'm going to fuck the shit out of you. And then you're going to be a virgin, don't know what the fuck to do. I mean, it's the same thing there. Like, you got an idea. Like, I know if I'm going to kill him, I got to cut his throat. But how do I cut the throat? Oh, I know I got to fuck her, but I know which hole, what do I do? I mean, it's like that. So I like how Oda has that air of innocence, about Ace and Sabo, even though they're both assholes. And so when Luffy is being held by one of these Bluejam Pirates, Luffy's like, I don't know. I don't know anything. And Luffy just being a really horrible liar is one of the things we've seen. Even now, Luffy can't lie. Like, he'll be like, I didn't eat any meat, and he's got the meat in his mouth. So I like how we're just seeing the qualities of the knucklehead that we have now. But Luffy shows that loyalty, and I guess that's how he's going to get his way in. But my thing is, you have retcons. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. I don't mind this retcon. This wasn't a bad retcon. I just wish that there was a little more on this, but I'm enjoying what I'm reading, so I'm looking past that. But you know, overall, this is a pretty good chapter, man. My chapter question to you guys is, what were your thoughts of Sabo when you first got introduced to him, and what were your thoughts about this version of Ace? Ace being a little shithead asshole. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, share. Have an awesome day, guys.